Good afternoon, y'all. I am having a little bit of internet issues, so I hope this works out well. But I'm going to do a quick unboxing of the Mother Goose Time Experience God program, and for the month of February, which is to love your neighbor. So if you decide to order this is great for homeschool. If you want to do a Christian element at home, it's also great for Sunday school. It's great for church time. If you have a long block of both Sunday school and church lesson time. I teach the children's program. I'm the program director at my church for K through 5, and I've shown this stuff to our preschool director, who loves it and has just really started being on fire with this stuff and using it. So let me go ahead and show you what you get. So the first thing you would order is the teacher guide package, and the teacher guide package comes with your book, teacher guide. It'll come with your Bible verse, memory verse, and it will come with usually 4, but 3 or 4 posters. In this case, you have 4 posters, and each poster has, they're big like this, and on the back, it tells you the story that you can read it straight from the back and read it to the kids. And it has little things in parentheses about what the kids can do. So one day, Jesus told a story about how to be a neighbor. A man walked to Jericho. He had a gift in his hands and a big smile on his face. Walk with knees high. So all the kids would practice walking with their knees high. Creep, creep, creep. 2 robbers jump out from the bushes, jump and growl. So the kids can jump out and growl and practice that. They hurt him, and the man fell to the ground, and everyone sits on the floor. The robbers stole everything. The man laid on the ground. He was sad and hurt. His gift was gone, and he closed his eyes. And so that's what this is depicting. And so then you have story card number 2. I'm not going to read all that to you. And then story card number 3. And sometimes with these units, they have 4 story cards, but in this one, it didn't. What it came with instead was this 4th card, but they are cutouts. And so you can cut these out and make little puppets for the kids to reenact the story, and maybe in a little center group or something like that. So here's the teacher guide, and it tells you that all 20 lessons are focused on the story of the Good Samaritan. It could be on the Garden of Eden or on Jesus' birth or whatever is that month. But the great thing is that all 20 lessons are on this, so you're not jumping around to all sorts of different things. And especially with Sunday school, if you're doing repetition week after week after week, the kids will really get to understand this story as a whole. So inside the teacher guide, it tells you the Bible story, the Bible verse, and where they're pulling that verse from. In this case, it's Mark 12:31. It tells you the different domains that the little activities are doing, and it tells you how you can use it. If you want to use this in daily devotional time, it's about 10 minutes. If you want to try to use it in the Sunday school time for your church or whatever, it's about 60 minutes, and they show you how to do that. And then the front page, it really, in these little corners, they really tell you how to explain it to the kids, what to really hit on. And so for week 1, which is right here, it tells you different activities that you can do. These are the 10-minute activities that you could do at the very beginning of the day. And so it'll start off with an asking question. So what do you have that's special to you and why is it special? And then it tells you what to do, what supplies you'll need and what to do. All these supplies, they don't come in the package, but these are all simple things that you probably already have at home, like tape or paper, scissors, things like that. But the very last one, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on the 5th day, the 5th one is always a one of the craft package days. So let me show you that. So that all comes in your teacher guide package. Then for as many kids as you have, you'll want to get one of these child craft and family activity pack. This is really great for families to send home if you have if you're using it for Sunday school stuff. And you need one of these for each kiddo. So let me show you what's in here. In there are 4 guide sheets. These are the family sheets, and it tells you, let's discuss and try this together. These are things that you could do as a family, and you could use these little cards, cut out, and it even tells you like cut out and save. They can put this memory verse on their fridge, but on the back is the coloring page. So a lot of times what I'll do is just make Xerox copies of the coloring page. That way I can cut this out, and then my little girl and I can play with this and not destroy the coloring page and have that hanging up. But these are really, really great. So this one is just telling the story of the Good Samaritan. On week 2, this one is you would write who you want to pray for, and it even tells you to include yourself, friends, political leaders, teachers on these flags, and wrap these flags around sticks and put them in a piece of styrofoam in a box. And at mealtime, invite each person to hold one and take turns praying for that person. And they give you another verse each week that if you want to focus on a weekly verse with your kids, or you could just focus on the one verse all week long or all month long. And then on the back is the next coloring page. Week 3 is really asking, who is my neighbor? And so then they have this these matching cards. And this is stuff that you can play at home. And then it has another verse from 1 Peter 3:9. And the coloring page on the back. And the last one is, did I hurt you? And has another memory verse. Cut out the neighbor picture and hide it somewhere in the room. And it's basically hide and seek with the neighbor picture. So those all come in each month. So you have things to send home to the family for families to do at home together, instead of just doing it at church. So the fifth day activities, one of them is, so these are the things. You have a little person that you're creating, my neighbor, a doctor's kit, a love your neighbor bag, and the forgiveness bracelet. So, and on the back, it tells you what supplies and the directions on how to make those things. So you've got the person cut out with some clothing items that the kids would decorate and glue on. And then on week 2, the doctor's kit comes with some stickers and Band-Aids. And then also this is like heavy duty cardboard. I have to find this at Hobby Lobby. And this would be the doctor's kit. I mean, what kid would not want to take that home and play with it? And then on week 3 is Love Your Neighbor bag. And so you have this this brown paper bag that they gave, but also this inflatable globe that that goes with it. I want to read that activity real quick. Give each child a bag, have them go around and ask around the class and ask their neighbors or other children to trace a hand on their bag, and they can trace their own hands multiple times if the group is small. Color each hand a different color and glue on the Bible verse, which is in here. It's that red piece of paper. Inflate the globe and practice tossing it into the bag. You can make that a little game, and they could even give that away as a Love Your. And then on the fourth week, the day 5 craft is a bracelet where you just use they send you this chenille stem, and you use these beads, and they have a little cross bead in there for the kids to use. So you can spend 10 minutes doing these small little activities each day, and then this activity would probably take the 30 minutes or so to do it. And on all the explain parts, it's really telling you, make sure you explain. Sometimes people can't help us. Sometimes our hurt is too big or no one is there. We can always go to God for help. That's making the help map. And so so that's what comes into all this stuff. So if you were going to use this for church time, you could easily combine all of these little daily activities. You can make centers into them. You could do all of them during your Sunday school time, and then at church time, go over the lesson, and then re-hit on this, or if you just do the lesson and just do this on during your Sunday school time. There's all sorts of different ways that you could use this to make it work for your church, but definitely it can work at home too. My little girl, she loves reading from this Bible, and this Bible has just about every single thing that we've learned in Mother Goose Time. A lot of times children's Bibles do not have all the stories and all the lessons. This one's great. In fact, I'll show you the Samaritan one, the real neighbor. It has great pictures. There's not a lot of words on the picture or on the pages. So if you read this to your child and you showed it to them, they could keep their attention. And then for those older kids, it even has these boxed areas with more specific vocabulary of what they're talking about. So this was when the priest walked by the Samaritan and or walked by the walked by the Samaritan. And then here we go. Or walked by the Jew, and then the Samaritan came. Sorry, I was having a brain freeze. And so those are the pictures for that story. And so it's really easy for the kids to follow along and see, especially for preschoolers. So that is the Christian program. If y'all have any questions, be sure to comment below. I'll try to get back to them as soon as I can. I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.